Hey guys, this is Sarah and today is Wednesday, December 10th, which means it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday is our top 5 favorite rereads. Book that you love so much, you go back and read them again and again and again. And I'm so happy that I get to talk about these because I have my rereads with me. So I'll get to show actual books and not pictures. I'm so excited. The majority of my picks are the first books in series or trilogies because when I read the whole thing. But because it picks your top 5 books, I'm going to just name the first ones. In spot number 5 is The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. If you don't know what this book is, where have you been? It's obviously the first book in the Percy Jackson The Olympian series. This is one of my favorite series. I started it this year and flew through the Percy Jackson series and read the first 4 books of the Heroes of Olympus series just as quickly. Begged and pleaded for Blood of Olympus, got that, and I've been able to finish the series, and I know it's going to be one of my all-time favorite rereads for the rest of my life, pretty much. In spot number 4 is Eclipse by Stephenie Meyer. This is the only book that is in the middle of the series instead of the first book, mostly because this is the only one that I actually tolerate. I'll usually start in Eclipse and reread until Breaking Dawn while skimming some parts. And because the first 2 books aren't really my favorites. My favorite parts of the series are when the wolves become more of a focal point, and especially in Eclipse and in Breaking Dawn, there's a lot of information, a lot of action, and a lot of focus on the wolves and their pack and Jacob. So, yes. In spot number 3 is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I've recently reread this series in preparation for The Mockingjay Part 1, and I had forgotten how good it was, and I'm definitely going to be rereading it more, especially when Mockingjay Part 2 comes out, because I'm sure in a year I'll have forgotten what happens in Part 2, because in between Catching Fire and Mockingjay Part 1, I definitely forgot what the heck happened in Mockingjay. I did. It's sad, but I did. So yeah. Not to mention that this series is such a great dystopian series, and it's just an all-around great read. In spot number 2 is Bluest for Nightmares by Lori Forrest Dollars. This is the first book in the Bluest for Nightmares series. I own the first 4 books, and I've only read those. The last book is a graphic novel that I bought recently, but I haven't had a chance to read yet, but I'm definitely going to very, very soon. I love this series. It's a great witch, sort of magical, psychic, Wicca type series. I love it. I love the main character, and I love the love interest, who does not appear in this book, but in the later books he's great, and coincidentally is named Jacob. And last but not least, in spot number 1 is The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong. This is the first book in her Darkest Powers trilogy, which is accompanied by Darkness Rising trilogy as well. I have the first trilogy, but I could only bring this book with me, so I have reread this book in the last 2 years I've been in Venezuela at least 10 times. I love this series so much. It's so good. There's so much. It's a paranormal series. It has witches, it has werewolves, it has necromancers, which is people who see dead people and can bring them back to life in a zombie-like state. Yes, I know. There's pyromaniacs, there's a lot of paranormal stuff in here, and it's so good. There's like mystery, there's a chase, there's a lot of action, and it's just a really, really great trilogy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments your top 5 favorite rereads, and let's talk about them. Next Top 5 Wednesday will be next week, so I'll see you then. Bye!